After speaking about the incident in Manchester Central Mosque and also speaking about how hate incidents targeted towards Muslims increased during Ramadan, we have news of another incident, and this is from Dome documenting oppression against Muslims Facebook post. A gunman shoots prominent Imam in Utah. An Imam in Utah's largest mosque is speaking after being the victim of a shooting Monday evening. At about 7:30 p.m., Imam Shu'aib Deen left his home in Sunday, Utah to attend evening prayers at the Utah Islamic Center in West Jordan. As he was stopped at the intersection of 700 West and 9000 South, a man fired 8 times at Shu'aib's car before driving away. Alhamdulillah, Imam Shu'aib was unharmed. I left the house to go for the evening prayers to the mosque, and when I pulled my car out of the garage and drove past his car, he stepped out of his car and he was pointing a gun at me. The Imam says the man attempted to fire the gun, however, he initially malfunctioned. After clearing the jam, the man allegedly approached him again and a few blocks away and fired. I thought it was 3 or 4 shots, but the police officers say there were 8 bullet casings. Imam Shuaib said all 8 went through the car, hitting the windshield, side window, back seat and front seat. I think that this could possibly be a hate crime because I cannot think of anyone in my community or anyone that I know, whether in my community or outside my community, who would want to hurt me unless it's some Islamophobic or radical person, the Imam said. And this is not surprising. And police, whether it's in America, in the UK or anywhere else, can do investigations and arrest people, and people can issue statements. But when you allow the media to say certain things and to platform certain people, and you allow politicians to say certain things and they get away with it, then don't be surprised when people listen to these things and then think about Muslims in a certain way, and then some people go further and not only think about it but do certain things to Muslims. Then you wonder why does it happen, and you wonder why it keeps happening year after year, and your investigation and your arresting people doesn't stop it, because you allowed the people in the media, including politicians, to say things. Once you stop them saying things, then you might see a change. It's time for politicians to be held to account, to be arrested, to be charged with crimes when they decide to say things about Muslims. And often they say things when their political career or their voting time is here and they're failing. The only way they can be relevant is attacking Muslims. And then unfortunately this happens and people buy it, and that's how people come to power. And then people listen to these statements and they might even believe these statements, and some people go a step further and act upon these things that they hear. And this is an incident, whether it's related or not, it's not going to change. I've seen it in the last 5-6 years. Ramadan increases these incidents, and no doubt it will increase next year and the year after, unless people are dealt with properly and harshly, particularly those in positions of power, particularly politicians and people in the media. When they say negative things about Muslims that are not true, and particularly lies and propaganda about Muslims, they need to be dealt with harshly, just as when people who say things about certain people from certain other religions are dealt with harshly. People should be dealt with the same way, just as harshly, when they speak about Muslims in ways that they shouldn't be.